We're talking about high school boys. You know, you said Gen Z doesn't, it's just, 26, 27 and under.
Through about 12, 13, yep.
To about 12, 13, and then it goes to Generation Alpha, right? It starts over. My nephew is 10 years old. He's an alpha. That's what's up, bro. He's an alpha. But show the graphs. High school boys are trending conservative. And so the red are the boys, and the blue are the girls. They're trending liberal. Thank you, Malik. So this is kind of what I was talking about with Dave Rubin, where like you're seeing all these stats out there, credit to you, but then you see a stat like this, and look, stats are great, and but at the end of the day, you gotta, the boys and the girls have to kind of make the babies, guys, despite popular belief.
What?
So.
Yeah, I don't know.
Men can't be birthing people?
Guys,
No way.
I know that I say controversial, outlandish things at times, but yeah,
Wow.
I'm old school. The girls have the babies and the boys have the, what's going on out there. But if they're not getting together, how are they gonna make the babies? Here's an article out here that I think we can show about Gen Z dating, because I know you've talked a little bit about this. Amid an epidemic of loneliness, we talked about 18% of Gen Z adults more likely to be diagnosed with anxiety disorder, 23% of Gen Z diagnosed with depression. Obviously, you guys suffered greatly from the lockdowns. It's, you were in college, you were in high school, you're not getting together with your friends. How are they dating? And I see you've said that like they're just kind of done with the dating apps at this point, and that speed dating is making a comeback because Gen Z face dating app fatigue. Malik, you have this article? Here it is right there. Gen Z speed dating is making a comeback. Old school. If you ever seen the 40-Year-Old Virgin,
Yep.
where Steve Carell goes on the speed dating and he's like, oh, what's your Gina? Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Is it Gina? Gina. Nice. 46% of online daters say their experiences were very or somewhat negative. Eventbrite, which is the app that kind of puts parties together and events together, Eventbrite, saw a 63% surge in speed dating events since 2021, and a 43% increase in dating event attendance in 2022 and 2023. 61% of online dating users range between 30 to 50, and 26% are 18 to 29. So evidence showing that Gen Z is sort of done with the dating apps. They want to get out there. They want to speed date, bing, 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 maybe go home with a person named Gina. You never know. What are your thoughts on speed dating over dating apps these days?
I'm not surprised, and I think it really stems from this world we're living in where we spend all of our time through screens. Our job, our school, our entertainment, everything is so two-dimensional that we're trying to break free from that. Dating apps were so popular in my early years of college, and honestly today, I've never downloaded one, which I think most people are really surprised by.
You've never downloaded a dating app?
Never downloaded a dating app. I'm engaged, I'm getting married in like 80 days, which is very exciting.
Brock.
Yep, Brock is my fiance.
What's
He's
up,
the best. Yep,
Phoenix,
shout out. I know
Brock,
you're watching at home.
My girl Adi.
But I think
Shout out
there's
to the Dave Rubin crew. It's
this
awesome.
overwhelming push in our generation to delete those apps because we've realized through our own experience or through the experiences of our older siblings or our friends or whatever that constantly swiping left and right and left and right and left and right on edited photos that aren't real, learning everything about somebody in a bio instead of having the fun experience of actually getting to know someone by talking to them in real life, and wanting something that lasts instead of a meaningless hookup every once in a while or 3 weeks later a text from some guy named Chad, you up at 2 a.m. on a Tuesday, right? That's not very...
You got my text?
I got your text.
She's getting married.
It's okay. It's okay.
I know Brock. Great dude.
But it's shocking, right, that more people didn't see this coming. And the Match Group that owns more of the dating apps than you could possibly imagine in the space. There's really no competition. They own Twitter. Tinder. They own Hinge. They own a couple other ones, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
Match.com.
Match.com. They own all of these apps, so illusion of free choice with competing interests there, but they're freaking out, like literally breathing in a bag of how to retain Gen Z as customers. And I was reading a fascinating article about this the other day. We never talk about it like that as customers.
Yeah.
But when you've downloaded an app, you are a user of the app. The app's goal is not to get you to delete the app, despite the bio of Hinge being the app designed to be deleted. Is that Hinge? I don't remember. But it's the app designed to be deleted. They have no interest in helping you do that because they need to retain you for advertising purposes. That's how they make money. It might be Bumble. Okay. No, Bumble? I don't remember. Anyway, I don't know.
Track.
Not my individual
It's definitely not Grindr. It's definitely not Grindr.
So they tell you, we want to help you find love. They tell you, we're going to help you delete this app and your life's going to be so great. But who actually experiences that? More often than not, the vast, vast majority of our generation has had horrible experiences. There was a different study that said 90% of Gen Z says that we've had bad experiences on dating apps instead of just 46. So you're watching this mass deletion and this push towards more traditional relationships. Shocking. Who would have thought? Not just monogamous, committed, long-term dating relationships, but wanting to get married. The marriage rate for the first time since COVID is actually going back up in America today. And states like Nevada are having like 30% marriage rates in the last few years, which is insane. That is so far beyond the normal rate, especially as it's been plummeting in the last several years. Divorce rates are going down. Actual dating events like speed dating are coming back. I've been on the Whatever podcast twice in the last year, which is very viral for all kinds of fun dating related conversations with OnlyFans and pornography actresses and
Amy's been on
all kinds of fun stuff. I was actually on Tuesday, and while I was sitting there in Santa Barbara, I'm sitting across the table from two active OnlyFans creators. Most of the girls would have called themselves liberal, progressive, feminist women. And yet we went around the table on Tuesday night just a few days ago, and every single girl raised her hand proudly and said, I want to get married someday.
I ask every single girl who comes here, because I had a very public feud with Chelsea Handler. And I was like, because I'm a little bit older than you guys, I've seen the end of the game. I've seen the girls when they're young and they're hot and they're in their 20s, and I also see them now when they're in their 40s having babies with themselves. And I was like, it's all fun and games when you're hot and you're young and you're 20, but when you're buying yourselves drink at the end of the bar in your 40s, not a good look. So you got to take advantage of your youth and your beauty now. And if you make horrible decisions like OnlyFans or sex workers, the chances of finding that husband will be diminished. By the way, real quick, and I need full disclosure, Pao, have you ever been on any dating apps?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah? How's it going?
Well, it hasn't worked for me, but I know many people who has actually had success stories. So I don't know. I'm kind of like, I get overwhelmed. Like, I don't know. It's like, and sometimes you meet people and they're not how you expected it. I normally go without expectations, but I don't know. I've been trying to also pick like real life, you know?
Real life. Well, one of the things I always say is that, you know, oftentimes you go on a date, you go have a meal. So I use the metaphor, the analogy that the main course in dating should be real life. Whether it's speed dating or my version of speed dating, going out in South Beach to a bunch of different bars or whatever. Go out there in real life. And that's for anything. That's for business, that's for life, that's for relationships. Get the fuck out of your house, get off your phone, get out there. Go west, young man, get out there. Amy, you ever been on any dating apps?
No, I mean, even coming out of because I came out of a 4-year relationship at the beginning of this year. So that was better half of my 20s. And I didn't even consider it once to get on a dating app.
Never been on a dating app?
No. Actually, my friend, Tim, is basically like a brother to me. He's using my number right now for Tinder because he got banned.
How do you get banned? I don't even want to know.
Well, I can actually tell you. A girl came to go see him. She looked nothing like her pictures. And so basically, she came upstairs. They were having a conversation. And he didn't know how to break it to her. Like, girl, you don't look anything like your pictures. So he walked her downstairs to get him the Uber. Was like, oh, I left my wallet upstairs. And then texted her, I'm sorry, I'm just not feeling it. You're going to have to go home or go out and have a great night. And she reported him, and that's how his number got,
drama.
Oh. Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry to hear that. Nat, you ever been on a dating app?
Yes, I have been on a dating app. I've dated one person from meeting them on a dating app. It was probably one of the worst relationships.
How many dates did you go on?
Well, I've been on 2 dates from a dating app. The first like date was horrible. I almost got taken.
What?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little
Like Liam Neeson style?
yeah, it was. I don't want to say taken, but I almost kind of got
was
like
that?
I guess, got a little bit aggressive,
Predatory
like,
vibes?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
And then the other person.
Well, we got you back, Nat.
Thanks.
I'm happy.
Then the other
What was the other
person, I dated him and ended up taking care of him, and yeah, it didn't work out.
All right, yeah, we won't go there. You're in a pretty serious relationship. You ever been on a dating app before your guy?
No, fuck no. I don't like dating apps very much. Definitely not my thing. If other people want to do that, that's fine. But, dating apps, like we were saying earlier, you are the customer. They're not there to get you off the app. They're there to keep you on. And so I think people look at dating apps and they start basing their self-perception and self-worth when they're using these apps off of how many likes am I getting, how many matches am I getting, how many conversations, instead of actually looking at, like, who cares about any of that? Are you actually getting out into the real world, talking and connecting with these people and actually having dates? But I'm not, just because I don't really like the setup of dating apps, because I think there's weird incentives there, that doesn't mean that I'm opposed to people meeting online, because I think instead of using dating apps, I think most people tend to use like Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, other social media accounts, and they slide into each other's DMs. And I think that's probably, if you're interested in like online dating, that's probably a better way to like navigate the online sphere rather than just defaulting to dating apps, which are basically like slot machines but for dating.
But
essentially too,
I've also met people who have ended up being my friends. So it's like, it depends with what intention would you go and in how much emotion. Because if you're like, oh my god, this is it, like
Well, there are, I think, options on the dating apps to be friends. There's like Bumble
Dude,
friends.
there's Bumble business. There's Bumble. No one's going on Bumble.
They're trying to say.
Okay.
By the way, real quick,
No one's looking for investors
I
on
know you're in a
Bumble.
relationship. I know before that, were you ever on a dating app?
Yeah, I was actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've experienced with them.
Okay.
Oh, yeah?
Good, bad, positive. Real
A
quick.
little bit of everything. Got some weirdos on there. Got some crazy people.
You have scammers on
Yeah,
there.
so I've actually my girlfriend is from a dating app actually.
Wow. Okay, Malik.
Yeah.
Breaking news.
But you have a lot of
Rare dating
scammers on
FW.
dating apps. You know how many people are on dating apps just to get money out of people?
Yeah.
Well, here I'll say this because we're gonna wrap up with a happy ending real quick. The dating apps, like I said before, the main course should be real life. You never know. The appetizer or the dessert can be dating apps. You never know. Malik found his girl on a dating app. One girl I dated for 2 years, I found her on Instagram, slid in the DM. Let's go. You're moving in with me. It happens. A lot of time, look, I have the luxury of just being in Miami in real life, and that's kind of where I meet people. But I'll give you 2 quick stories. One time I met a girl on a dating app. She was amazing. She's hot. She's cool. Who she was turned out to be a little bit alcoholic. But I probably would have found out she was an alcoholic in real life anyway, so it's all good. One girl, I see her on a dating app. I'm like, what's up with this girl? I was like, you always got to do a FaceTime or like something like that.
Before you meet.
Yes.
I do the FaceTime. I go, whoa. She goes, why? What's wrong? I'm like, oh, something is in your bag. Be careful out there. I'll call you back. I was like, what the fuck was
What
that?
happened?
You
Look
never
completely different.
Because you can just
You got
FaceTime
catfished.
things. You never know what's
Well,
going on.
guys too. Guys normally lie with
I don't know
their
if guys are
height.
doing that,
Yeah.
but a lot of
the
girls
height,
on
that's true.
on dating apps are doing. They're looking for attention. They're looking for validation. They're just looking for their thumbs up.
Have you
Guys are
sworn off
looking for
dating
some
apps?
ass.
Yes.
Let's
Yeah, same
make
thing.
marriage great
Amen.
again. Whoa, whoa, whoa! If you like that one, click right here to watch the full SOSCAST, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.